Hi, I'm Denise, and last fall I walked El Camino de Santiago de Compostela, which is a pilgrimage across northern Spain. It's approximately 500 miles, and you start in southern France and walk to the west coast of Spain. An interesting note is that I was never interested in visiting Spain until I learned of the Camino. I learned about it about 5 years ago and finally found an opportunity to take 7 weeks off to go walk the Camino. It took me 40 days. And so not being terribly interested in Spain, I didn't know much about the various different cities and villages. So it was very interesting to stop along the way and explore the villages and cities. One thing that we did, every day we would walk for probably about 6 to 8 hours, and along the way we would stop in various different restaurants, or what they called bars, that offered coffee, pastries, breakfast, lunch, those kind of things. A lot of times people drank beer because when you walk a long way, apparently that's a good thing to do if you like beer. And so what drew us in was when we would enter a village or city, there would be, the first thing we would encounter would be a restaurant that would have tables and chairs outside. So that would be an indication that we were welcome. We were welcomed by a lot of the communities. They were very, very much behind this pilgrimage, and they kept the prices low, which was important because most people were on a budget. And we just looked for people who were friendly and a good restaurant with a good selection. At night, every night we stayed in a different hostel or hotel, and we did have guidebooks that told us, which hostels were available in the next community. But a lot of times they would fill up. So the night before, we would make arrangements, reservations, and for the next night. And a lot of times we found them on bookings.com. You have to remember that when you're hiking a long way, you really bring very few items with you. So people would have their phones, and that was their form of communication, their form of collecting information. And so that was a good way for us to find a place to stay. Another really interesting piece is that about halfway through, I met a woman from who had lived in Hillsborough, and we ended up walking the Camino the rest of the way, and now we are lifelong Camino sisters. One other little thing is when you do the Camino, at the end, when you reach Santiago, you are given a certificate. And they give you your Latin name. They've been giving these certificates for hundreds of years, and I'm very, very proud of mine. So that's a little bit of my story of the Camino. And I would just like to say good luck with the Mountains to Sea Trail, and I look forward to walking it. Thank you.